Just find the right place in the program, make the appropriate change, and we'll run the whole thing again.
Speech is still very complicated. Music is simpler.
Is that a question?
Yes.
The question is futile.
My interpretation of the data leaves little room for error. The art of leadership is delegation.
That information is not available. This constitutes all available data.
You know what they say, no good deed goes unpunished.
Good morning. Good morning, what should we say? I don't know. Watchers. Good morning, watcher. Let's say watcher. How are you doing on a Sunday morning? In the UK. Might not be Sunday morning where you are. Anyway. So what we've got going on today, a bit of an impromptu one. I still haven't received the SO239s. So in order to carry on doing some work on it, we'll have to go ahead and jump the gun a little bit and do the stepper motor attachment. So we've had some new ABS delivered. Got a nice one I've just put in. It's a silver. It looks actually quite silver. Looks metallic, not as in bits in it, but just look more silver than, yeah. Anyway, we'll try it. We'll give it a try. So let's get on with it. So what we got? We've already got the pulley wheel on. The pulley wheels arrived. Actually, let's show you them. So a bag of pulley wheels turned up, and these have got the extra 8mm. So I've gone ahead and fitted it onto the last one we've done. Just screwed it on with the Allen keys. Okay, so we've got that bit done. So we've already modelled the stepper motor. So let's get on with the other bit then. Let's have a look. See what we can do with it. I've got a bit groggy today again. Had 13 hours of sleep from last night, on and off. So we've got the stepper motor here. We've lined them up. Now we had it on the live stream. One of the watchers, I can't remember his name, sorry, did say, why don't you put the motor on top? My initial idea was to keep the motor and electronics away from this bit. So, I mean, yes, you could power down the stepper motor. Once you've turned the motor, you could power it down. So that's still an idea. We might do both. It's more self-contained, but then we will need somewhere to put the control panel. But, to be fair, the stepper motor can have up quite a long lead, 1.5 meters. Yes, so we probably could put the electronics somewhere else. Might be beneficial to put it in a little weatherproof box somewhere else. So we've just got the stepper motor, yeah. So we'll tell you what, we'll go on that premise. We'll go on the idea that we'd like audience participation. It's always a good thing. So it might turn out to be better than my idea. Well, I think it will. About having it on a belt. So, if we do that, we're going to have to go with a different kind of shaft. So I might not need the pulley wheel after all. Oh well, I could have saved myself a couple, £6 if I'd have done it that way. Anyway, so now if you have it offset like this, you have a drive belt, then you're cluttering up the area here. My initial idea was to create a bracket that fits round here, bolts on, maybe top and bottom, that comes out to one side, maybe between the two like that, and it fastens onto these and holds it off. But I'll tell you what we'll do, we might try both ideas. So let's create, we might have to create a different shaft. Or a coupler. No. We might have to push the motor into there. Yeah, that's okay. Tell you what, let's create another shaft first before we do anything. Right, so we're going to just take the lid off a minute. And we'll hide the pulley wheel. Now, to put this shaft into there, we almost want... Yeah, so we'll want... Let me have a look. Yeah, so we would want that piece into there. So yeah, we need a different shaft. So let's just create another shaft, even though the idea was to have it as a thumb turn and then add to it easily by just pull off the actuator knob, and we might do both ways. Or that was the easiest way to have it a mechanical one, but then you can add have a motor with a shaft on coming out the bottom, so you could use the thumb turn. Or you could even have the driven part from the bottom and still have your knob on top. There's an idea. There's an idea. So yeah, so we could have, if I could move this motor. How do I move that motor? Let me just tell you what, let's turn it upside down a minute. Because the weight, there is a bit of weight on this motor, which will, if we put it on top, it'll make it slightly top heavy. And maybe it's beneficial to have it at the bottom. Let's try it. So we'll grab that, the whole thing there, from the spindle. We'll grab it from there. Now I've got to somehow articulate the display. So this is the bottom area. So if I can... I need to X-ray for this. Now we need to be on a different angle as well. That angle is going to try to go against us. Right, so there's its lined up. So we've put that motor on the bottom. Now we've got to make our fixings, so yeah, I think we could do this as an attachment from the bottom. Now we're probably going to have to modify this here, probably, and we're probably going to have an extra lid mounting here that fastens to this one, probably, unless we can incorporate it all into one. But it's going to be quite thin anyway, so it's better if that's more materials, not necessarily good. It's just more things to build. So let's just get rid of a bit of the stuff off here. Base aluminium. We'll leave the base aluminium on. We'll get rid of the clamps and the SO239s, and we'll poke those through. You never know, it might just miss, but I doubt it. So let's just see how far away we are from the surface. 21.75. 21.75. So let's just try that. Let's move the whole thing. 21.75. Right, okay. So we're in there. Right, so it does actually miss. It does actually miss the circle. So very little impact on it. Apart from this, the rim here. That's come right through, hasn't it? Yeah, so it is going to need a spacer of some sort. Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to have to space that apart. So if we go, that's 0.8 sticking up, and we've got 1.2, so 2 mil. We're going to have to back off 2 mil, so we will create a, to back it off 2 mil. Right, so there's our fixing, and so the fixing's just off there. Actually, we could, yeah, so we want that just to be like, yeah. Okay, so we've just about got it there, I think. Right, they've moved off the channel. Everyone seems to be off by half a channel on 20 meters. Must be the way they sat there. Oh, he's alright. Contesting up. So we need another one of these with the fixings in. Right, so we're going to leave the rest as it is. Oh, we need some... Yeah, we will need some holes in this one. So I'll tell you what, let's modify that one. So we'll go here. We'll grab... Nope, don't want that. Right, we just want these holes. Reference holes. Not that one. Need to copy them out of there. And we'll paste them in place. Turn it round, and there's our fixing holes. Now we need to bring them down to the surface. That's it. We need to cut them, paste them in place. Alright, so should be able to push them through. So we need to push that, each one of them through. So we want a couple of extra holes to mount the stepper motor onto it. Right, so I think we're going to go with the customer's idea, and I won't need to print any bracket. Okay, customer is not customer, sorry, watcher. The watcher's idea. Well, it could be a customer if he buys one, but probably better off if he makes it himself from the 3D stuff. Right, so we've got it there, and it's not going to be in the way of anything, I don't think. Let's just put the SO239s on to make sure. So we've got right one underneath each corner. It's not going to get in the way of anything. No, it's not going to get in the way, so that's feasible. That is feasible. Right, so let's get back to the other idea. So we need another one of these to fasten onto this other one, or a packer. But this is quite thin here. It's quite thin. Oh, it needs to pack up this as well. So we want another one of these making. Right, so we want one of them. We want a duplicate one of them. We need to make it unique. Make it unique. And go into it and... yeah, get rid of some holes. So we don't need these holes anymore. We need the other holes. It needs to be thicker. So we need to take up the space here. Thicker by a certain amount. 0.8, so it needs to be 0.8 thicker. Thicker. Okay, so we've got that. And oh yes, we've got to add the stepper motor indent into it. Let's bring the stepper motor back. We want that circle there. The outer circle. Oh, okay. Ah, there we go. I'll copy that. And I'll go into this bit. Let's paste it in place. Cut it. Paste it in place. I'll just add a message. Who's this from? Let's have a look. Sign. After 12. Right, here you go. Right. So we want a little bit of leeway on this. Tiny bit of leeway, as in space around it. Andy Crowley, that looked great. That looked great. How you doing? GM, good morning, Dave. Good morning, Andy. How are you? Welcome to the live stream again. Say hello to everyone in person. How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, I didn't do one last night. I ran out of ideas because I'm still waiting for the SO239. So I've had to jump the gun a bit and go ahead, and I've gone with this put the motor directly on it idea first, as one of the watchers. I can't remember without looking at the live stream chat on. I can't quite remember who it was now. I was going to put it separate, but we could put the motor next to it, keep the electronics separate, so this could still work. I'm just going to give it a bit of tolerance here, so let's just say 0.25. It's not a lot. Maybe let's give it 0.5, so it's got a millimetre or half a mil all the way around it. Right, I'm going to push that through now. That's it. Right, so stepper motor will sit in there. Hopefully it will sit in there. Let's have a look. Let me just hide the aluminium. Oh, that was you. Oh, fair play. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Yeah, good idea. That's why we want watchers and people participating, because more than one mind is better, you know. Unless it's AI and then they start hallucinating. Don't listen to AI. It thinks you know what you want before you've asked it any questions. AI does. That's unfortunately. Yeah, it's good for certain things, but I don't think it should be default. Right, so we're going to just make invisible the bottom aluminium. I just want to, I see what's happened. So it's the base aluminium. We need to call that something else. That's under base aluminium. We need to give it a different layer. So what should we call that one? We'll call that stepper motor aluminium base. Stepper aluminium. Okay, so we'll put on the stepper aluminium. Right, that's fine, and we'll be able to turn off base aluminium. No, we haven't. We turned it off. So I need to go into that. Oh, it's part of the same thing, isn't it? I need to cut that one out of there. Paste it in place. And now that's stepper aluminium now, so let's turn that one off. Yeah. Oh, we've got no cover. Why have we got no cover? What's happened to it? Why is our surface gone? That's weird. Didn't notice that. Alright, we need to move the stepper motor back a very tiny amount. 0.1. Just so it doesn't shimmer like that. And... right, yeah. So the pulley wheel came. The pulley wheels came anyway, but I might not need them on this one. Let's hit OK, just unscrew it. Right, it'd be good to get this going. I just haven't got the SO239s. So what's happened here? I think I need just to edit this a minute. Right, so we're going to have to find out the size of this. I've messed it up a bit, so 2mm. Let's get it on its side or edge. And we're going to have to just take the top off it. It's 2mm thick, so it's, hang on, do it that way. Take the top off. And look at it from above. Take all the holes off a minute. And we can fix it up again. Right, cut them off. Paste them in place. Cut them, and that's the wrong one. Oh no, it's the right one, sorry. Paste them in place. And now we should be able... oh no, tell you what. Cut them off. Grow this by 2mm. Then paste them in place. Turn it over. And then push them through. Cioccolata? What's on about cioccolata? Right, so we got it back again. Managed to bring it back from the brink. Okay, the fixings need to be raised. Let's bring back the aluminium. Let's see what size we've got here. 1.2. Hang on, take off the aluminium. So we need to bring these fixings up. Oh, how far though? Let's have a look in X-ray mode. Right, so sideways on. Let's find out how far out they are. No, that's not quite right. Let's go here to there. 1.3mm. Okay, that tells us how far we've got to bring them up. So we'll go into this one. Choose all these. Bring them up by 1.3mm. And they should be the right length then. Yeah. So they fastened this cover and this down to the motor, and then and now we've got to move these fixings down 2mm. So let's get those fixings. No. They've got to come up 2mm. Okay, that's better. And we've got to colour the bottom It's going to be made out of this silver stuff, I think. So let's colour this thing silver. It's like a metallic, but it's not. It's a silvery colour. It's not there. So let's just make it. I think that's probably the colour. Yeah. Right, so this probably won't take this long then, and I can probably print it out. Right, okay, so we've got this extra packer that fits onto it, and we're going to have to modify this piece. Yeah, we're going to have to modify. Oh, we've got an extra piece here, not coloured. Right, there we go. Okay. And I thought about it. So if I make this out of aluminium, this piece, we don't really want the edge sticking out. So I thought about when we attach the clamps, instead of stopping the clamps here, we have a shoulder again. And the only thing is I couldn't have the shoulder while I got the fixing going on. Anyway, we'll sort that out in a bit. So what we've got to do now is we've got to edit the shaft so it's got somewhere for this to go. Right, let's get rid of some of that a minute. So we need to see where the shaft's going. So it goes inside there, that's okay. Oh, goes a bit too far. Right. So that's going on a bit too far into the strip. So that strip got to stay where it is. Yeah, it's got to stay where it is. So we might have to make a little bush here. Yeah, might have to make a bush. If we're going to make a bush, then we don't need all this. But it's just to give it some strength. Let's just save what we've done so far. Gotta go and run an errand later. Right, no, the errand is off for today, that's alright then. No errand today. Right, what's happened to the signals? Right. Where are they all gone?
Thank you.
Right, anyway, let's have a sip of this.
5 November after November 5-9. Thank you.
Is that an artificial voice?
Sierra Quebec 3 Lima Victor November 5-9.
Sounds artificial. Right, anyway, so we need this to be lower to miss this shaft, so I'm gonna have to make a little collar thing, which means we're gonna have longer bolts. Okay, let's do that.
Thank you. Foxtrot 4 Mike Alpha Juliet 5-9.
Well, these balls don't necessarily have to go all the way through. They do They do if it's, well, they didn't have to go all the way through. They just have to sit in. So it doesn't necessarily have to be two separate pieces. But I don't think that is thick enough.
Thank you.
1.2 is not thick enough with the weight of the motor on.
Sierra Oscar 3.
So what we'll do, I think we'll create...
Sierra Oscar 3.
We'll lose this one. No, we'll lose that one. Oh no, hang on. No, I don't think we can, because we... Yeah, we'll be able to lose that one if the holes are printed as cups instead of all the way through. But I thought we were going to have a metal piece. Let's tell you what, let's leave that alone. Leave that alone. So we want a metal ball bearing on metal aluminium, so it's more of a clicky action, less movement. So we'll leave that alone, and we'll create, pack this one out a bit, yeah.
Oscar Echo 6 Sierra Quebec Delta.
So I go back into X-ray mode. Let's see how far we've got to make this shaft move. Now, is that shaft even that long? Tell you what, give me a second. I'm going to grab a stepper motor.
Sierra Papa 6 Tango Lima 59.
I'm going to grab a stepper motor.
Lima Zulu.
I've got some stepper motor bits somewhere.
Lima Zulu Papa Lima 59.
Alright, just grab a stepper motor. Let's make sure we got that right. Put this back because there's no space to leave anything out. Alright, so I've got a stepper motor. Here we go. Let's just see. Right, let's measure it. So I wonder how good I was at make. 18 mil. 18 mil. Let's just measure this real one.
Thank you.
It's probably longer than 18 mil, isn't it? 20 mil. It's actually bigger. From the base to the end, it's 22, 23, 22.5 mil. Right, okay.
Thank you.
So from
Lima November.
From there to there, so it's not quite big enough.
Thank you.
It's 19 mil, it needs to go 3.5 mil taller.
Delta Lima. Delta Lima 4 Sierra. Delta Lima 4 Sierra Kilo Hotel 59.
3.5 mil taller, right, okay. You can't see that? Yeah, so I've just made that taller. If I undo, close, undo, move, redo, move, that's what I've just done. Okay, so it's going to have to drop considerably.
Thank you.
And it doesn't look in the centre, does it? It doesn't quite look in the centre, that. I wonder why that is. Maybe I didn't quite centre it right. I'll have to check that. So anyway, that's a NEMA 17 stepper motor it is. Let's find somewhere for that to go a minute. Don't know. There. Right. I was going to tidy my room today and get my laser set up and finish off the wiring on the back of it. Maybe I can still do that. Time is short. Okay, right, let's have a look. So, it's gonna have to, yeah. So we've got this bit here. So we've got the new height, which is. Need to be away from it. So I'm gonna have to measure this against the shaft, aren't I? Hang on. Let's go back into it. Right, so the shaft.
Oscar Echo 5 Golf Echo Romeo 59.
So I need to find out, it's got to at least come away from it.
Thank you.
I don't want to be cutting shafts down, put it that way. That bright bar it's made of, you don't want to be trying to chop that off.
Sierra Quebec 6
Not a good idea, you want to be left alone, that does.
Thank you.
Yeah.
India November 3 Bravo Juliet Mike 5.
Right, anyway, we can do it.
Thank you.
I'm not sure about the... See, it's centred that way. Let's just see if that's centred that way.
Romeo 59.
Yeah, centred that way, but it doesn't look like it's centred.
Sierra Papa 3 Kilo Charlie Charlie 59.
Doesn't look centred this way.
Thank you.
Now, bear in mind, this is only half a shaft. That's why it looks weird. It's only... you got the flat of the shaft there. Yeah, so it is going to look... it probably is centred. We'll have to check it though. We'll have to make sure.
Thank you.
Right, let's just get back to the height. So we need to move it.
Lima Quebec.
So it's going to have to be 10 mil less.
Delta Kilo 5 Lima Quebec.
Yeah, 10 mil less.
Thank you.
Right, so we need to move it down 10 mil.
Papa Delta 4 Bravo Bravo Alpha 59.
So 10 mil down. So it misses the thing
Papa Delta 4
there.
Bravo Bravo Alpha 59.
So we've got the 10 mil down.
Bravo Quebec 59.
And we've got to make the fixings 10 mil higher now.
Papa Delta 4 Bravo Bravo Quebec 59.
Oh, unless we don't fix it inside there, we fix it to the bottom bracket, and the bottom bracket gets fixed to there, so we can have a manual one and just push this extra piece on if we want it driven by a stepper. You just fit longer fixings.
Thank you.
Yeah, that should do the trick. There's no great amount of torque on it. So because we got this extra space here now, we could encapsulate. No, we couldn't. They're already threaded there, aren't they? Yeah, so you need to. Yeah, you could mount it. Let's go on that premise to keep the other one the same. Right. So we need 10 mil extra on the top of here. Now we don't want to. Yeah, we'll build that up. So if I get hold of this case, get hold of the outer perimeter of this thing, and expand it slightly. This is why I use my own models. I model everything myself, because if you get someone else's model, you don't know if you can click into it. Some of these STLs, if it's an STL model, it just it's not a SketchUp thing, it just puts it in as a wireframe. It's difficult to work on it. So if you make it yourself, at least you can use the parts for... You can use the bits for creating geometry to make the new bits.
November 6 Mike Alpha Tango 59. Thank you. Echo Mike.
So we're going to paste that in place. We're going to... Actually, is that part of that?
Bravo Hotel.
Yeah, so undo paste. Come out of there. Paste it in place. We need to drop it down to the surface.
0 Bravo Bravo Hotel 59.
Right, okay, we dropped it down.
Thank you.
And we need to cut it and paste it in place. And that's should be able to select in there now. Yeah. Okay, so that needs to grow by 10 mil. Grow by 10 mil, yeah, definitely.
Delta Golf 4
Okay,
Echo
let's just
Juliet,
grow that by
59.
10 mil.
Thank you.
Okay, so we've got our standoff. It allows us to get to the fixing still. We don't waste too much plastic printing out this extra bit. It holds it at the right
Delta
angle.
Golf 5.
Ah, we've done a little bit of weirdness. I wasn't going to do that, was
Delta
I?
Golf 5.
Right, so I need to... The
Delta
threads
Golf
are in
5, November
there,
Golf Sierra, 59.
so we need to see the fixings.
Thank you.
So the fixings are in there, so we possibly are going to have to do it this way, unless we have
Delta 59.
a...
Thank you.
Just see who that is. Can't have a Sunday morning without all sorts of...
Sierra, Quebec, Sierra Golf Tango 59.
Right,
Thank you.
why is busy? Why is Chaos and Mayhem have to come on us that Sunday?
Echo 2.
Anyway, can't stand Chaos and Mayhem. I like everything in its proper place, a bit like Pascal. So, we've got this extra bit here.
Oscar Echo.
Now, what I wanted to do is, yeah, I want to fasten this.
Oscar Echo 1 Papa Foxtrot Charlie 59.
Yeah, we'll fasten this plastic
Oscar Echo 1 Papa Foxtrot Charlie
to.
59.
We could do it, but
Thank you.
we have to print it upside down. There you go. So we'd have to print this plastic this way up, otherwise we'd have a lot of rafting going on, and it makes rough edges, so we don't want that. So this would have to be printed that way up. So the fixings are going to have to come in here. Now for the fixings to come in here, they need to be inset. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll make... Yeah, we can do that, but we'll have to make this a separate piece. A separate assembly, that. Let's try and see if we can grab it as a separate assembly. Let's try and ungrab that. Yes, we want that. Hang on. So we want this bit out of here. It's difficult. Right, let's do it that way. I want that off there. Still needs to have the hole, so we need to copy it. Paste it in place. Make it into a component. And then we need to go back to the original one. Flatten it down.
Hotel Alpha 8 Tango Juliet Papa 59.
Flatten it down. I want to keep the...
Hotel Alpha 8 Tango Juliet Papa 59.
Yeah, we're going to keep the holes, I think, for now. Let's just keep that there, and let's go into this bit. Oh, not that bit, this bit. Right, so this bit, we need a surface on it.
Delta Lima 2 November Juliet Mike 59.
Hello, CQ, CQ12, CQ2 from
So it's 10 mil thick.
George 1, Whiskey, Italy, Norway, calling listening.
So I'm going to just grab all that a minute and delete. And we need to grab the holes out of it again.
Zulu 2 Kilo Charlie 59. Thank you. India Zulu 8 Echo Quebec Golf 59.
Cut them out and paste them in place, and then cut them and get it back again. Where's it gone? Undo cut. Oh, it's still there. Redo cut. It is there. Just couldn't see it. Right, so I need to paste it in place. Oh no, we don't want to paste them in place yet. We need to make that 10 mil. Then paste them in place. Turn it over and then push them through. Now these might not be the right width to let the 3 mil thread go through. Need to be a bit bigger, tiny bit bigger. So let's do that now. Oops, what am I doing? Right, let's make these a slightly bit bigger.
Echo Alpha 4, Echo Quebec Foxtrot.
So it's 1.51.
Thank you.
You can hardly see it. No, it's not even done anything.
Echo Mike 0, Whiskey Alpha.
Okay, undo circle.
Thank you. Echo Mike 0, Whiskey Alpha.
1.55. Yeah. And you want them a little bit bigger, not too much. 1.55.
Mike 0, Echo India Mike 59.
But the thread depends on what bolts you get. If it's just thread, it'll fit. If it's got a shank, it won't fit. Let's err on the side of caution. Save having to do all this later.
CQ, Echo Mike 0, Whiskey Alpha.
Right, so push them through.
Papa Alpha.
Italy Victor 3 Kilo Queen Guatemala.
I'll push. I don't know if we need that through there. Right. Anyway, so we've got this thing, whatever this thing is. It's a separate piece. It's a packer. And it's part of this. So the head is probably going to have to come all the way through. Yeah, it probably is going to have to do that. Right. So I didn't really want to take the rest apart. I need to be able to push it on. It needs to be able to be pushed on as an auxiliary thing without taking all this out and putting your fixings in. So, let me have a drink. It's all gone a bit quiet again.
United, Henry Alpha 3 Norway United, contact.
Hotel Alpha 3 Norway United, Henry Alpha 3 Norway United, contact. Hotel Alpha 3.
Chicago 5 Foxtrot Alpha, Hotel Germany 5.
So if anyone's on anything else? Nothing on.
Zero radio, contest.
More contests.
7, Roger. Good luck, United Zulu 7, Charlie, yours at.
Right.
SM6, Mike Victor Echo 59412.
Let's just have a look. Stand off a minute. Let's have a look now. Just got a stepper motor.
United Zulu 7, Charlie. Delta Oscar 3, Tango X-ray 59413.
So we've got all that there.
Delta Oscar 1, Delta Oscar
We don't
3,
need that there.
Roger. Yours at United Zulu 7, Charlie.
Doesn't need to be all the way up there, does
Delta
it?
Oscar 2, Papa Victor 59413.
But it'll allow you to use it either way, and it'll save the plastic.
United Zulu 7, Charlie.
Okay.
United Zulu 7, Charlie.
CQ12, CQ2 from
United Zulu 7, Charlie.
Better if that head was part inset into there. Yeah, we could make that thicker. Could make that thicker, and then the head is part of that. But it's quite a deep head on these bolts. On these, yeah, they're like 5 mil.
From G7UIV.
It's only 4
George
mil.
1 Whiskey Italy Norway. Calling and listening.
I've got one here somewhere, haven't I?
United Zulu 7 Charlie, QRZ. United Zulu 7 Charlie, contest.
I don't know what happened to that. Did have one here. Seem to have lost it. Oh well. I always lose something. Right, anyway, let's just get one of these over here. I've still got
United
this
Zulu
thing
7 Charlie, contest.
got stuff everywhere. I was going to have a tidy up.
Golf 8 Kilo Alpha Sierra 59415.
Right, so I've got some M3 fixings here. Let's just see what the size of the heads is. So we designed it round these things. Let's have a look. These are quite small. Right, so they're 2.75. So if we say they're 3 mil, we've got plenty. And the thread is 275, and the outer bit is 5 mil. So it's 5 by 5 by 3 mil.
United Zulu 7 Charlie, QRZ. United Zulu 7 Charlie, contest. United Zulu 7 Charlie, contest. United Zulu 7 Canada, contest.
Right. So we need the packet. We need the overall size like that, so the shaft will miss the strip, like that. It'd be nice to be able to build the rest of it with a hole ready in it to push the stepper motor on to start with. So we could get that printing, I suppose. And while we're doing, if we're going to recreate this plastic, we might as well have the shaft the same size as this shaft down here. Yeah, so we'll need to modify that. So what, let's get that working. Let's do that. Let's get this shaft on the go. So yeah, because that's too small to get the other shaft through anyway. So we'll make it the same size. Gonna have to modify it anyway. Right, let's just put this shaft. Bring this shaft up by point. And again. Oh my god, he's driving us mad. Let's see if there's anything on 40 meters. Right, so we've got to get rid of that one. We can get rid of that one as well. Push it down to the surface. Let's get rid of that one. Right. So we want another one at 8 millimeters. So 4 millimeters. There it is. Ah, what I didn't. Hang on, I forgot to look at the height of it. Let's undo it. Right, so the height needs to stay the same. 2.15. Actually, it can be longer. No, it needs to be that for when you don't have the stepper motor. Yeah, so we want it to work both ways. 2.15. Redo, erase, redo, push, pull, redo. 2.15. And we want to come in, let's say, I don't know, 0.5, yeah, and down 0.5. Right, so there's that. Now we need the shaft input. So we want the same idea as we had for the knob. So, actually no. Is it? No, because that shaft's nothing like the one we got on our stepper motor. So we want the same one as off the stepper motor. Right, where's the stepper motor? There it is. Right, so we need to know, have we measured this right? Let's just do some measurements off the real one. 3.841. Right, 3.841. Let's have a look. .55. 4.55, and the diameter is 5 point something. 5.2. 5.2. 5.2. So that's not even the right size anyway. So we need to make that the right size, really. Yeah. What was I using then? Now that was designed from a NEMA 17, but how far I went into it, I think I was doing an illustration. So, but at this point we do need the correct. Right, so we've got 22 mil. We've got 22 mil from across there to there. That's okay. Tell you what, we'll have to make this, just edit this bit, I think. So right, it's gonna have to come down. Right, and that's gonna have to go again. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 from the edge. Then we're gonna have to go down to there. Then move that away and put in our diameter. It's the real diameter. 5.01. Right. It's 5 mil. It's just slightly over 5 mil for some reason. Let's say it's 5 mil. Right, let's put 2.5. Oh, that is that. That actually is. It's actually that there that's already there. Yeah. So let's step off it slightly. No. Let's just give it 0.25. Right, a bit of space there, and we'll bring this up now. Up to the flush here. Start. Right, so we'll measure from the flush. To the top. 22 mil. So we'll go up 22 mil, but we need to find out where the flat starts. So the flat starts. It's not a lot. Hang on. The ruler for this bit. So it's 2.5 mil. So it goes up 2.5 mil. And we've got to draw a flat on it. And the flat is only 4.5. Yeah, so it's 4.6. 4.6, so we're going to come across from here. 4.6. That's not much of a flat. Is that even right? Might be. Yeah, it doesn't take much off it. Okay, so it's not a whole lot off. So if we go from there to there, that's a little bit too much. So what about if we go from middle to middle? Still not enough. Okay, let's go from this to there. Right, that's it then. Right, so from there, that's the start of the flat. So we need to bring the, we've gone up to 2.5 mil. So let's measure the, right, so we've got 20 mil. 20 mil it is. So we go up 20 mil. 20 mil up. Can we lose that? Yeah. Let's give the top a bit of a bevel. Little tiny bevel. 0.25. And bring down that by 0.25. There we go. Okay, so we've got an anatomically correct spindle now. Let's make sure the height of this is right as well. 2 mil. Yeah, 2 mil. Okay. That's okay. Right, so I've done that. That's a better spindle according to that. Right. So what I need to do now is make this thicker to take the head of the bolt, which we said was, I think we said it was 3 mil. That's only 2 mil. Yeah, so we've got 2 mil there. We want another 3. Yeah, another 3 mil. So this is going to have to be made 3 mil bigger, and this is going to have to be made 3 mil smaller. That's okay. Looks a bit more proportionate. And the reason we've made that thicker, it comes with this anyway. Yeah, it'll come with this, so that'll be the normal bit. And you just change the 4 screws out. Okay, so what we need to do now is have a look at this bit. We've got our holes, so we need to expand them to 5 mil. Yeah. So we need to offset them. Are they 3 mil at the minute? 3 mil. Okay, so we need to make them expand them to 5 mil, so it needs to be 2 mil bigger. So it should be 5 mil across. 7 mil. No, something went wrong there. So 1 mil bigger. 4 point. What's going on here? 5 mil. So we need to. The outer diameter is 5 mil. So we need a little bit more on it. A little bit more. So let's say 0.25. So get rid of that one. We need to drop that down. So if I copy that, here. Copy that over there, and copy that over there, and copy that over there. Now are they? Yeah, we can still do that. So the head is 3 mil. And we've got 5 mil. So we can go down, so they're out of the way. Let's say, let's just say 3 mil down. 3.25, I'll give them a little bit of extra spec to hide the head bolts. 3.25. Okay, so we've got the 3.25s. So we've got 2 mil of thickness. That should be enough. Should be enough. Or we could make it 6 mil and have 3 mil left. But it's a lot of plastic. But anyway, we'll keep it like that for now. 2 mil should be enough. Okay. Now you could. As soon as you're dropping a bolt in there, these you could either leave them like that, sharp edge, or you could give them a bevel to drop the screw in. I tell you what, let's just give them a bit of a bevel, 0.25. .25. I'll just drop the middles down a little bit. Okay, so we've got a bit of a thing just to help the head go in. Right, so we're going to print that bit there. So can we print anything off? Can we print that bit there? Now this one's got that wide bit there. We don't need that. I don't think we need it at all. We need a spindle hole, but we don't need that big space. But it does save us some plastic. Let's have a look. Camera. Right, so the shoulder is only 2 mil. It ends there. It ends there, so we don't need. We don't need all that there either. We just save some plastic, but it'll waffle it anyway. Take longer to print. Less plastic means quicker to print. Right. So we've made we've made that thicker, so that's going to have to be hollowed out into there. That's what we were doing last time, wasn't it? So what I need to do now is go back into the stepper motor. And grab some of this geometry here. So I'll just grab all that. No. That's it. We'll grab that, copy that. I'll go into the shaft. Go into the shaft. Tell you what, not go quite into it. That's it, we'll paste it in place. Alright, that tells us where we need to put this stuff. So what we need is this bit. We need the bottom bit. And we need to copy the bottom bit. No, not that. Copy that and that. Copy it. Right, we're losing ourselves now, innit? Hang on. Right, we need to paste it in place, preferably. Tell you what, let's come out and paste it in place. I need to move it up quite a lot on the blue. Say 60 mil. That's just in the right place there. Then we need to cut it and go back into the shaft. Alright, and we need to paste it in place and bring it down. Bring it down onto this surface like that, and that's where we need to go down the size of whatever we need. Just seeing we've got something in there. What is that? Got something there we didn't need. Anyway, get rid of it. So we've got this bit there, and it's exactly the same size as the shaft. Now, is that a problem? Last time we made it slightly bigger, it was too loose. So I think we'll keep it the same. Or do we go a fraction smaller? Bigger. Fraction bigger. Let's try go a tiny bit. Can we do a fraction bigger? Very tiny amount. 0.1. That's too much. Bigger. Alright. 0.025 bigger. Can't do that. Can we go 0.5 bigger? No, that's too much. So what? We'll leave it where it is. Yeah, I'll leave it where it is. It'll be a tight fit probably. No, I think we better give it a little bit more. Change my mind again. So it needs to go. What's the minimum we can give it? 0.75. That's too much. 0.075. Right, that's it. That's what we're going to do. I'll have a tiny bit bigger, yeah. So get the shaft going easy enough. It's got the full length of the shaft, so it should be alright. So we need to know the depth now. So where's this other bit gone? There it is. So we need to know the height of it now. Can't see it how long. Oh, you can. There it is. So we've got the top of the plastic here. We need to know from there up to there. 12.9. So if we say 13 mil. So if we go down here, drop this in 13 mil. 13 mil. It's gone through the centre. Right, there's another one there, so that'll probably help us print that out properly. And we want a little bit of a bezel. Little bit of a bezel here. Offset to, let's do the same again, 0.25. Let's drop that down. 0.25. That helps us get this spindle into it. Right, okay. Right, perspective. Now we've got to get rid of this remnants, which we can do just like that. Let's make sure we've got it all. Hang on. Hang on, let's grab it like that. Make sure we've got it all. And make sure we haven't got anything else. Just the shaft we use for the geometry. Okay, looks like we've got it all. Right. Okay. Now the screws, hang on. Let's hide the top aluminium. Our screws are nowhere to be seen. Where are they? Have I lost the screws? No, there they are. They need to be higher. Tell you what, let's just bring them up. They're probably not long enough, we'll have to make them longer. We'll bring them up there for now. And we'll drop them into place. That's not right. Drop them into place. If I drop them onto the surface, that's not going to be easy. Let's try it. Let's drop them there, then drop them down 3 mil. No, what happened there? I know what happened there. My fixings aren't quite right. So yeah, we will drop them down 3 mil. But we've got to edit them. Right, they're not quite long enough. So it needs a bit longer by about 3 mil. And the top shorter by 3 mil. Okay, we'll do that then. So the bottom longer by 3 mil. And the top cap is too long. 4 mil, so it's a mil too long. That needs to come down by 1 mil. Yeah, that's about right. And if you're going to do that, you might as well bring that in by 0.25, bring that down by 0.25, and you might as well do 0.25 there. Right, okay. Right, so there's a better representation of the screw. Yeah, that's it. Right, okay. Right. Okay, so we've got them in there. There's a little bit of a gap round them, yeah, tiny bit. Should be, is there? No, there isn't. Oh well. Right, so they're flush. So you bolt that down through the spacer to the thing, and it'll allow you to group this. Okay, so then you can maneuver that down. Let's move it down 50 mil. Right, okay, bring back the aluminium, the base aluminium. Right, so we've got two lots of fixings that are no longer long enough. No longer long enough, but you should be able to just assemble this bit and push it into that bit. Now we need to, I can see we need to alter that diameter there and reprint that. And we don't need these holes anymore because we fastened them like that, yeah. So let's get rid of them holes. We don't need these holes anymore. And that can stay as an aluminium piece. The inner ID is no longer any good. So we want to, well, I think it's no good. No, it needs to be 8 mil now, that does. So we want to get rid of that. Cut that off. Paste it in place and then cut it and put it back. But then create a wider one. Needs to be slightly bit of play in it. So 4 mil, not a lot, 8 mil diameter, 4.1, that'll do. So get rid of that one and push this one through to the diameter of that. That's it. So there's our new aluminium plate, or plastic for building purposes. Okay, and so we can print the spindle out, can we? We can print the new spindle out. Are we ready though? Are we jumping the gun? So let's put all the chassis back and the SO239 and the lid, and put the actuator back. We don't need the pulley. We don't need the pulley now. We need the actuator back on. So it's manual. It's manual, or you can push in the stepper motor. But the manual one has the shaft, the correct shaft for putting the stepper motor in. And the stepper motor attaches to, so bring that back up 50 mil.
Mike 6 Alpha November November Mobile GB0KW.
Okay, so obviously fixings are not quite right. So what's the size of this? 5mm. Does it need to be that thick now? It does, doesn't it? Does that need to be that thick? 5mm, yeah, to incorporate the heads, hide the heads. Okay. So it's 5mm, right. What size have we got here? 2mm. So we need to bring these down another 3mm. Okay, so we've got your fixings there. And they're probably too short now. So I need to make these unique. Actually, right, can we make them unique? Make them unique. Now, does that make that unique? No, that's okay. Right, so we need to make them 3mm taller. 3mm taller. Okay, and hopefully these fixings have stayed the same. Yes, they have. That's it then. Right, so that's that. So it's top heavy or bottom heavy, the way it is. So you fasten. It comes. Hang on, we need to hide that assembly. So we call it stepper motor add-on. So stepper motor add-on. Where's it gone? There. So turn the stepper motor add-on off. Actually, these probably need to be copied. Hang on. Copied. Bring the stepper motor add-on in. Right, paste in place. Okay, so that's part of that. So turn the stepper motor add-on off. I've still got the fixings because they're the other fixings. Need to make them unique. Make unique and then shrink them by shrink them by 3mm. Okay, and then we need to drop them down by 5mm, is it? Yeah. Drop them back down by 5mm. Okay, so we've got them. And so that's what you get when you have a manual version of it. Manual version, and then if you want to put on the stepper motor add-on, you get that version. Now still showing the screw inside. Yeah, so that's okay, doesn't matter. Right. Okay, so there's a difference. I wonder why these have gone from white to that colour. It's weird, isn't it? I thought they were white. Oh well. Must have made them silver for some reason. I think I probably did. Anyway, so we've got that. Let's have a quick overview of the shaft. Make sure it's not doing anything strange. You can hardly see it. The shaft's coming through and it's fitting into there. Actually looks like it's a little bit too high. Yeah, so it needs to go a little bit more. For whatever reason, we're short. Right, let's go back into the shaft then. Good job with that, look at that. Alright, how do I get to the shaft now? Right, go up to the shaft. Alright, let's make the depth a little bit more. A bit more on the depth. Let's go in another, I don't know, 1 mil? 0.5, that'll do it. Right, let's have a look. With the shaft. Yeah, we've got enough gap there, that's okay. Right, so it looks alright. Now we've got 2 mil there and 3 mil in. So I think we need to make this a little bit bigger. Nah, bugger it. Let's try it like that. So I need to be printing some stuff out now. Alright, let's have a look. So we've got this weird thing. So we've got no extra holes there. And it gets fastened to them 4 screws. And it's got a bit of a collar on it. And yeah, everything looks okay. Well, we won't make it too fancy with bezels and stuff. We'll keep it as a square spacer. So we've got a few things to print out. What do we print out? So we need to modify the shaft. Let's do the shaft first. Let's do the shaft first. So we're going to that looks like it's offset, doesn't it? Oh, it is offset. Yeah. Okay, let's create this shaft first then. Right. Let's see if we can smooth it out. Export. We'll just overwrite all the other shafts because
It's not spring yet, there's no birds mating.
we don't want old versions of it. So antenna switcher. Where's the shaft? Shaft with a copper strip. That's the one. So we're gonna overwrite that. Let's get Bamboo Studio up and running. Now we could make it, we'll keep the shaft in white, I think. White ABS. Keep it in white ABS, yeah, why not? Right, that's gone a bit dead. It's 40 metres, try 20 metres.
723.
Okay, it's just loading up.
CQ contact, Hotel Alpha 1 kilowatt, Hotel Juliet.
Right, so new project.
CQ contact, Hotel
Import.
Alpha 1 kilowatt, Hotel Juliet.
The shaft copper strip, there it is. That 3M file is the
CQ contact, Hotel
file that
Alpha
this
1 kilowatt,
creates.
Hotel Juliet.
Bamboo Studio creates, so that's what we want. Let's make sure the date and time's right. 18th, 11:30, that's the one. Right, so non-manifold edges, so repair it. Let's have a quick look at it.
station.
Now, has that got a? Has that put a manifold edge in it? Right, I'm not sure what that's done. That looks like it's created a thing. Doesn't look deep enough, does it? So we're gonna have to undo. Have a look at it. So that is. There's no way of knowing really. Alright, I'm going to modify the original design a bit. I'm going to modify that original design because I need to know whether I'm looking at the bottom of the shaft or whether it's just fastened it up. It might be alright, but what I'll do is I'll come in off this one 0.25 and I'll drop that down. Drop that down. 0.25. No, that didn't work. Right, so how do I drop that down a bit further? Yeah, like that. 0.25. Tell you what, let's go down 0.5. That's 0.5. Now you want a bit of an angle on it. So grab that and that. Pull it down to the line. Should make it an angle. Yeah. Okay. So that's something I can see now from when I import it. I'll see a little bit of a bezel. Right. Alright, let's just do it again. Okay, export. We'll overwrite that file. Shaft. Copper strip shaft STL, that's the one. Okay, let's go back into this and we'll go undo. We'll import the same thing again. Copper strip shaft, there it is. Which should be, yeah, that's the one. Right, it's going to be made out of white. Could do it out of silver. Does it white or silver? Let's keep it white. Keep it white. Right, still got the non-manifold edges, but if you look in, you can see the bezel at the bottom. So let's repair it. Ah, so it was what I thought. It's repairing it, but it's hiding the bezel, I think. It's not giving me. Let me undo. If that goes up, yeah, that's no good. So it's thinking it knows what we want, but isn't quite right. So we're gonna have to modify this shaft. I have to look at it in 3D. There's some surfaces it doesn't like. Ah, there it is. See how it's cut a hole straight? It's put this surface on it. This needs to be part of this. Now SketchUp doesn't do it too well. So can I can't just get rid of that, can I? I think I just got rid of this last time. Now if I get rid of that, what happens? Nothing. Ah, it's got something there. Right, so it's done some weird stuff. Ah, it's got a few extra things going on. It's got some anomalies. Let's get rid of the anomalies. Right, so it's got rid of anomalies. There's more anomalies going on there. No, we can't do it that way. Smooth it. No, I still can't get rid of it. Okay, we'll leave it there then. So we're doing alright apart from... Can we get rid of this as well? What happens? What's it done now? It's created the whole shaft straight through. No, we don't want that. Right, so what do we want? There's some weird colours going on here. Right, so in order to get these back, I need to just draw down them. No, it's not quite got it because it's going right through. I need to go down to there. Yeah, you're fighting against the program here, really. It's just so we can turn these colours back around to the correct. Reverse the face. Right, we can do that, and we should be able to soften, get rid of the lines. Now, let's have a look in there. So we've got this false edge now. Yeah, it's selected the whole edge, so I can see. There's a discrepancy between my model and importing it into... Importing it... oh, it's in 2 bits, is it? Right, okay. From my model to import it into... Bamboo Studio. We haven't got the full thing, hang on. .5. So we've copied it onto the top. Now I don't know if there's a command that you can do to smooth it. Now that's supposed to be hollow. It's not hollow, see, it's drawn. Ah, so we haven't interfaced the faces with the model, probably. Let's try and do it. Let's just go like that. Intersect the faces with the model. Right, it's gone ahead and done something. Let's put an extra piece there. Alright, has it wrecked anything? It's wrecked a bit of this here. Smooth. No, we're not able to smooth it. Yeah, let's put some weird geometry up there. So we better undo that. Right, so we don't want to do all of that. So we want to sort of select stuff. This is where it gets a bit weird, this stuff. Let's try that. Try and get that there. Intersect the faces with the model. Alright, sort of done it. Sort of. It doesn't wreck too much of it. Right, so we've got it there. Right, so we've got a bit of a weird face going on here. Right, that's all part of that, so that's not done too well. Must be an extra face going on it. Well, it's still okay according to that. Yeah, so we've got a bit of a surface going on there. Right, so we've got some extra stuff we didn't want. Has it wrecked? Got to keep checking the top, make sure we haven't wrecked it. Yeah, there's a discrepancy between this program and the other program. What this wants to draw and what the other one wants to see. So, have to do a bit of manual manipulation. Bit of manual manipulation to try to get this to so it's happy on this side of it, happy in Bamboo Studio. And I don't know another way of doing it. Right, so what the hell is that?
Whiskey Alpha.
Right, so have we got? Is that white or? Yeah, it's white. Right. Okay. So that's what we want. But it needs to have to. Yeah, the surfaces need to be. See the wall here. This wall needs to be gone. So we need the outer, but not the inner. I think Bamboo Studio will try to work it out, but I think it creates it weirdly for us. Anyway, let's try it again.
India Info 0, India Bravo Yankee 5 and 9.
Try it again.
Thank you, Sugar Delta 9, Whiskey Alpha.
Shaft copper strip.
Sugar Tango Alpha 5 and 9. Thanks, Sugar Delta 9, Whiskey Alpha.
Right, let's try it again.
Alpha Tango Juliet Papa 5 and 9.
Right, file new. Import. There it is, shaft. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, so we've got it here. It's saying there's 48 non-manifold edges and it wants to repair it. But at the minute, yeah, it wants to repair it because it doesn't like to slice it up. So I have to click repairs, otherwise this will just snap off. So if I click repair, it does what it thinks it needs to do, but it's ruined. It's ruined our inside. So the only way I got this to do this last time was to remove one of these.
Thanks, Sugar Delta 9, Whiskey Alpha.
And then the Bamboo Studio sorted it out. Yeah, because then it's part of that same thing. Yeah, so we'll export it like that and see if it can do it now. It likes it like that for some reason.
I see I'm spotted, but I must go QRT now. I must go QRT. I was the back later on, but I must go QRT now. I'm very sorry. From Shuni Delta 9 Whiskey
You must go QRT. Must. Yeah, you mean you need a drink. That's why you need a drink and a rest. A drink and a rest. Right, so let's undo that, import the new one. You're trying to coerce it into working. Yeah. Right, it's got 24 non-manifold edges. So, okay, let's see what it's done. Has it kept the inner? I can't tell. Or has it created something else? See, what I don't know how to do in Bamboo Studio is look at it in X-ray mode. And I can't really measure stuff. Has it got a tape measure? You haven't got those kind of tools in here. So I don't think that's long enough. And it should have the bezel, it hasn't. So it's put a surface in there. Probably that surface is the same surface as this. Alright, I think it is. It's difficult to see. You can't always see. Oh, I'll tell you what we can do. Let's splice it. There's a tool we can do here. This, we can reverse it. Forgot about that. I can actually bring it down and have a look. See, it hasn't created the shaft. It's created it there and it stops it there. So that will be no use to us. We won't be able to get the shaft all the way in. So that's no use to us. So let's see what we can do on this design again. By getting rid of that there. Actually, it's my original design that's the problem. Nah, because I've got rid of that, and it's decided it's there. Yeah, so I need to undo, close, undo, open, undo, open, undo, close, undo, close, undo, erase. So it needs that one. We need that one there, but it doesn't want it there. I need to zoom into the model. Right, so I need to go into 3D, and I need to go into the model so I can then access the bits I don't want. So it's difficult to do because it starts slowing down as soon as you get. Right, I'm now in. Now, will it give me access to this area? It will. Yeah, because we don't want a surface there. That's right, so let's delete the surface. Okay, now has that got rid of everything? Yeah, we don't want the surface, you see. It looks like it's in 2 bits, but it's jointed plastic wise. Right, we'll try that. Yeah, sometimes you have to zoom in. Right, let's see if that can be exported. Maybe that's the answer to get rid of this extra surface we don't want. Shaft, STL, that's the one. Right, so go back in here and undo. Right, prepare it, undo, import, and back again. That's the one. Yeah, that's definitely the one. Right, it's not reported any non-manifold edges this time. It's come up clear. That's it. So that's it. That's my own fault. Yeah, it's got to go. You can't click on it from the model on the other one. You've got to go inside it to get rid of the edges. It won't let you select it otherwise. Right, so that's exactly what we want. Right, so make sure we got the right material. We splice the plate. It is going to complain that it's got cantilever floating regions, so we have to enable support here, and we'll just keep it as a normal. Okay, and we need to slice it, and we can look at the sliced plate. So it's put all the support material. All this is like a raft. It needs to be able to free float and print into free space. So we go down there. Where's the top of the shaft? Oh yeah, there's the top of the shaft. So we've got the top of the shaft being made. Starts there. Yeah, so it's got the waffle on the inside as a raft. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, we're going to print that out now. Print. Not. Oh, don't know what that did then. Original filament. It's okay. Must have been a delay between the two. So we're going to print that out now. Okay, we're getting somewhere slowly. So I've got to remember that to go into 3D, go inside the model, and delete the bits you can't get to unless you're inside the model. Yeah. I'll try and remember that bit for next time I do one. Right, okay, so let that warm up, carry on. It's bringing the nozzle up to temperature and the build bed or heat bed. Right, okay, so we could create some other stuff. So we want a new one of these. Need a new one of them making. Let's make a new one of them. So this is the base. Antenna lid. Antenna base, that's it. Base, yeah. Okay, so we've got that one. What's next? Anything else changed? That's the same. So we want one of these. One of these making. That should be easy enough to make. Export. Right, now this is going to be a new one. So it's the base plastic, but it's the base plastic for the stepper motor. Hang on. Switch, stepper, motor, base plastic. And then we want the spacer. A spacer. So this base plastic stepper motor. Where are you? Where did you go? The stepper motor. Stepper motor base plastic. No, it's a stepper motor. It's not the base plastic, it's the spacer plastic. Stepper motor spacer plastic. Okay, so that's alright. Right, okay. Right, put the lid on. There we go. Well done, Andy Crowley. Yeah, so anyway. Yeah, so that, yeah, and we're not in the way of getting our coax or our antennas in. Problem is, we're probably going to have to create a 3D enclosure for this if it's going outside. Weatherproof enclosure. So that'll be the next thing to create. A weatherproof enclosure that probably fixes in somehow. Anyway, that's the next bit. So at the minute it's going to be an internal thing, this is. I mean, you could put it in your own box or make a box that fits it. So you'd have to put some compression glands around your coax feeds. So make it waterproof. So all this knob would be within. Anyway, right. Let's see what's going on. Let's give that a save. Right, what's it doing? Auto bed leveling. So I went ahead and put the ABS silver in. I'll create some of the stuff out of that stuff. We're using white at the minute for the shaft. And I've got a tiny bit of black ABS left there. Bought three other rolls. And I've got some red ABS, so I'm going to swap out this PLA red for the red ABS. Slowly going to filter out this PLA, get rid of it, and probably not order any of that again. Even though it can create parts at a lower temperature and less toxic. It's just one of those things. Right, so where did we get to? How long have we been going? 2 hours. So I'll print these off, I think. Yeah, I've come up to 12 o'clock, so it's nearly lunchtime. I'll print these off and these other pieces and probably do a live stream later on. I'm gonna go swimming again, even though they put the price up. Health overrides the price, unfortunately. So still gonna have to go swimming. Okay, so we've got the so we can hide the stepper motor add-on. So we'll create this as a manual one with the ability to upgrade to the stepper motor one, whether you do it yourself or I don't know. I've got no plans to sell any of this stuff as a kit or anything. Maybe put it all on all this when I finalise and make sure it's all working. I'll stick it on here. So if I go on to there a minute, online models, and search in Maker World for don't know if I can search for myself. Let's try it. Half Greek Geek. Would that find anything? No. So I've got to search for the name of the model. I've made it ESP32 Node MCU breadboard. So it normally finds it. There it is. So and we've got one called Half Greek Geek thing inside this model world. So we could add all these to this, so you could download and open to the public. Yeah, so that's one way of distributing it. Either that, or I could also make the models available. Just make sure we keep that going. I could it's starting to do it already. Or I could make them available with the rest of the stuff off my website. Can't remember the name of the website now. Right, so I've got a community section somewhere. Down below, community section. So I've got some stuff I've made in the past. There's the SMD component carousel, so we'd have to add it to there. But not many people will know it's there, so I'll probably just end up putting it on Maker World. Right, so you go on to Maker World, and it's, I think, something to do with Bamboo Lab. Now you can search, can you? Where can you search? Right. ESP32 node MCU. Is it going to find it? Let's find a lot of stuff. There it is. There's that. So can I click on? I can click onto Half Greek Geek. It's a separate thing within LV11. What's that? Okay, so then in here you'll have a collection of models. So we'll have the other one. And the good thing is I can just go ahead and actually go in the Bamboo Lab and go into project. Can you go project? No. Recent print history. So it's just doing that one now. It says it's printing. Can I make it public somehow? Return. I forgot how you make it public now. Did one a while back. Library. Is it in the library? Hang on. Online models. Do you want to save? Not sure what that's doing. Make a lab. What's make a lab? Make a supply print history. User manual. Library. Recently opened. Somewhere you can create it. Don't know where. I'll have to find out how to do that again. It's been a while. So how do I add a new one? Do I have to log in? Not sure now. I'll have to find that out. Well, anyway, they potentially could be in here. Follow. I can't follow myself. Make a world. This badge has expired. Earn this badge when visit Maker World more than 20 days. Right, okay. Log in. So I don't want to log in at the minute, but yeah. Anyway, you got the idea. I'll work that out eventually. So if you've got your own CNC and 3D printer, you could probably make your own. Or if this works out, I was thinking of printing out a kit and giving it away. I'll choose somebody to give it away and send it out to them. On one of the live streams, we'll just have a giveaway. But I've got to make sure it's all working first, and I'm not going to make any more mods. No more changes. Right, so there's that, and then there's the add-on. Yeah. Okay. Electronics we can sort out another time. I've got a Raspberry Pi Pico, one that operates a stepper motor. So that's more of a manual thing. Oh, I was going to do some stops as well. I need to work out some stops. So we've got to work out how we're going to stop it at some point, but that's another time. That'll be another time. Anyway, I think we'll leave it at that there. You can no longer see any detail when it's zoomed in. There's too much going on. So how we best we leave it? We'll probably leave it without the lid on. Oh, nobody really wants to see the inside anyway. Okay, that's it then. For now. That's it for now. Leave it at that. Save it. I'll print these off. Come back to it later on, maybe if you got time. Thanks for watching, everyone, and that's the number 12 in the series, the stepper motor attachment. Yeah, we've done what we said we were going to do. That'll be it. Bye for now. Have a good Sunday. Catch you later if you're still on, Andy. Bye for now.
Just find the right place in the program, make the appropriate change, and we'll run the whole thing again.
Speech is still very complicated. Music is simpler.
Is that a question?
Yes.
The question is futile.
My interpretation of the data leaves little room for error. The art of leadership is delegation.
That information is not available. This constitutes all available data.
You know what they say. No good deed goes unpunished.